Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Angel from Simply Angel Tia. In this video we're gonna do something a little bit different. So we're gonna be working on this skirt here, but actually majority of the tutorial for this is gonna be the previous video because we had made this sweater here and I made mini squares, these squares here. So you're gonna have to refer to that video to be able to know how to make the squares. And because I did too many squares and I ended up making the sweater, but I had enough to be able to make a skirt to go with it as well. So this is gonna be kind of like a part 1 and part 2, I guess. I don't know if I will like label it like that. Maybe I would, maybe I would not. But you cannot do this without kind of seeing how to make the squares in the previous video, which is the sweater. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys pretty much how to get the sizing on how to make the skirt and things like that, and then I will explain how to go ahead and kind of make it from these squares here to the actual skirt itself. Okay, but please go click on the video previously so that you can learn how to do the squares, and then we'll talk about the rest of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, my lovelies, so I have my squares here completed. So as you guys know from the previous project, which is what you're going to be clicking on to learn how to do these two types of squares, I have done 16 of each of these colors here, and I think that is all I'm gonna need for this project. Obviously, depending on how long you want your skirt to be, how big it is, you're going to be making it so that you may have way more than the number of squares I have here, or you may have less, but this is the number of squares that I have. Okay, so go ahead obviously and do as many squares as you want, but for me so far I have done 16 of each, so I have 32 altogether. And then I'm going to just show you guys how I'm gonna join them, the pattern that I'm gonna use to join them. And because I'm doing mine as a mini skirt, I don't need too many. This is why I have only 16 each. So the other thing that I did as well is I used my tape measure to determine the widest part of my hips, which usually falls between 38 and 40 inches. And so I am going to be placing my my panels. I'm going to be joining them, and as I continue, I'm going to be measuring them until it goes to around that circumference. Okay, so I'm just going to show you quickly how I'm going to join them and how I'm going to line it. Again, all the details on how to actually do this is in the previous video where we did the crop sweater. So I'm not going to show you how to join, but I'm going to line them up so I can show you how I will end up joining them. Okay, so for example, I can just take this color here, and I think because it's going to be a mini skirt, I'm probably just going to do 4 up. So my skirt will consist of 4 squares alternated by color like that. I hope you can see that clearly. And if not, it's just 4 squares up like this. And then for the next row, I'm going to start. So I started with the purple in the previous row. And then in this row, I'm going to start with the pink. And then it finishes off with the purple like that. And then I will do the next one the same way. So just alternating it. Each color will have 1 like that. And I think I may end up doing this about 6, maybe 6 times around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not exactly sure, but I think 6 to 7 is going to be what I need. So what I will do first is I will join the 2 squares like this. So as you can see, let's just use this square here. This is the clean side of the square. This side is not too much clean. So the back where your chain or your yarn is hanging is gonna be what is the inside of your skirt, and then this side, which is cleaner, is gonna be the outside. The same thing with this guy here, where you have the string hanging is the inside, and then the clean side is the outside. So the way I will do it is I will make the 2 clean sides face each other while I join it, and then I will just join like this, and then I will flip it like this, and then I'll take the purple and put it like this so it's the inside is facing the inside and join. And then when I finish, I take the pink, I put it so that it's facing. And then when I have 1 long row like this, I will do the next, I will do the next, I will do the next. I will do 6 for now, and then when I have all 6 4 squares each kind of length, then I will join them in the middle. So these will be joined in the middle here, in the middle here, in the middle here, and then the next 2. And then when I have those 6, I will measure and I have to incorporate the strength, the stretchiness of it as well. If it comes to my measurements, I will stop at 6. If it doesn't, then I think I will have a few more to do some of these rows for the next one as well. And then when I have the big part, I will come back to the video so I can show you guys what it looks like, because it's going to be one big piece that when we join the ends like this, then that's where you have your skirt. And then we will working on the band, or the band of the skirt. Okay, so for now, just go ahead and alternate your squares like this and join them, and continue to measure them until it gets to the circumference that you need. When you get that, come back to the video, and then I will show you how mine looks as well. Okay, see you guys then. Okay, my lovelies, so I have gone ahead and joined all of the squares that I have here. So as you can see, I have 4 going up like this, which is the length of my skirt. And then I have about 8 going, wait, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, yeah, and then I have 8 that go across like this, which is going to end up being the circumference of my skirt. Okay, so I needed to get to about 38 to 40 inches, which is the widest part of my hips, and I do get that even without stretching it. I get to about 37. So with a little bit of the stretch of this, I'm gonna get to the 40 that I need, and it's gonna fit nice. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it looks like. What I will do, so this is gonna be the inside. I have already gone ahead and snipped all the little pieces that I had left. I cut them all off, weaved in what I could weave in. So now I'm just going to join it, so that the side that is going to be my inside, the clean side, is I'm gonna put it inside for now, because I need to join the 2 sides like this, and I need to keep the sewing consistent, so that all the side that I don't want to show is gonna be the inside part of my skirt. So I'm gonna fold it like this, and I'm now going to join it from here, and I'm gonna go across all the way to here, which means at the end I just have a tube like this. Okay, and then when I have a tube like this, I will come back to the video, and I'm gonna show you how to do something different here on the waistband, because we do need to bring it in a little bit. It's gonna be too big for my waist, but we do need to bring it in a little bit. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that, and then depending on how much yarn I have, I will probably do something in the bottom, maybe just running a couple of rows of double crochet, or have double crochet in the bottom to clean it up a little bit. Okay, but for now, I'm gonna go ahead and just join this from here to there. And as you can see, I've been using the pink to join it. I have a little bit more of this left, so I'm gonna go ahead and just join with the same all the way to here, and then I'll come back and show you guys how to do the waistband. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Okay, my lovelies, so I have gone ahead and completed joining the 2 sides like this. So now I just have a tube. As you can see here, this is just a tube that I will be putting my body through for my skirt. But we're gonna do something different here. So I've gone ahead and flipped the work to the right side. So this is the clean and the right side that I'm gonna be wearing my skirt in. And the other side, as you can see here, is the side that is not looking the best. In my opinion, maybe to you, you'll find that side looking better. But for me, I prefer to have this side as the good side that is going to be the outside of my skirt, okay? So now that I have done that, I do have this purple color that much left, which will be, I hope it will be enough for me to do the band of the skirt. And then I have a little bit more of the pink left, which I will probably just do a little bit of a couple of rows in the bottom to clean it up a little bit. But for the band here, I'm gonna show you quickly how to begin that. And then it's gonna be an easy one. So it's gonna pretty much be the front post, back post, double crochet. But I think it's too wide for the band here, for the waist. I think I may decrease it a little bit just to make sure it's not very loose for me, okay? So I'll go ahead and just get started with that. So we will do a row of double crochet first. So I do a slip knot like this, okay? Then I take my hook out, and then I will go to any of the corners here. So I'll start in this corner here, and then I will bring that through like that. and then I'll go ahead and do a chain of 2, which counts as a double crochet, and then I will do a double crochet in every stitch across or around, but the double crochet stitches is only obviously where it's not the where you join the work. So I will take you to where we join the work here, where we join the 2 squares, and then I'll show you how to go about that section, and then we will go ahead and continue doing this first row by just going around the circumference of the skirt here, but obviously this is the top part. I will show you how to do the bottom part as well when it comes time for that, which is going to be a little bit different, not exactly the same like this. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just going into every stitch and completing my double crochet stitches just like that. Okay, and I will show you, I'm just trying to get to where there's the joining section here. So when we get to there, I want to do it a little bit, I want to show you how to do it there. Okay, so as you can see, this is where we joined it here. So I will just go into this gap like this and complete a double crochet. Then I'll go into the other side here and complete a double crochet, and then I just go ahead and do the stitches. So the stitches are easy to follow from this point on like this. So just go ahead and do your double crochets around until you get back to here. When you get to here, come back to the video and I will show you how to start the first row of front post, back post, double crochet. And if we do need to do any decreases, which I think for me I will because it's too wide for my waist, so I will show you how to do the decreases as well. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Okay, my lovelies, so I have gone ahead and completed my row of double crochet around, and I'm back to this section here. So I'm gonna go ahead, so as you can see, I just did my double crochet there, and I'm gonna do one more right into that gap here, and then I will slip stitch on top of the chain 2. We're pretty much on the second stitch. I'm gonna go ahead and slip stitch there like this. Okay, all right, so that is the first row, which is just a double crochet row. So now to work my front post, back post double crochets, I'm going to chain 2, and then I am going to go and do a front post double crochet in this stitch right here, and then I'm going to do a back post double crochet in that next stitch, and then front post double crochet in the next stitch, and then back post double crochet in the next. And what I will do to reduce, because this is quite wide for my waist, so what I will do is I will reduce by putting 2 stitches together in each of the squares here. So I will show you what I mean by that. So I'll do a front post double crochet here, and then a back post double crochet right here, and then what I will do, let's do one more front post double crochet, and then back post double crochet. And then now for the next, I'm gonna do 2 a front post double crochet, but I'm gonna go into 2 of these stitches. So I'm gonna go like this, go around the 2 stitches like this, and then complete my front post double crochet. So I just reduced it by the 2 stitches there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do back post double crochet and front post double crochet and back post double crochet, front post double crochet, back post double crochet, front post double crochet. And what I will do, probably right around somewhere here, I will do the same. So right after I do this back post double crochet right here, I'm gonna go ahead and do a decrease. So I'm gonna go and do a front post double crochet by going through 2 of those double crochets like this. Okay, so I'm decreasing it every so often. So what I will do is I will do one in the middle, one in the middle of this line here, one in the middle, one in the middle of this line, and then just continue like that all around, because I really do need to bring mine in quite a lot. If you don't need to decrease yours too much, you can decrease maybe just by decreasing 1 per of the squares. And or if you don't need to decrease at all, then you don't need to, you just do your front post, back post double crochets without any decreases. Okay, so for now, go ahead and go around by repeating this. So my next decrease is gonna be right about here, like in the middle somewhere here, and then the next one is right here, and then the next one is right in the middle here, and then here, and then I just continue it like that. And when I come back here, please come back to the video as well, and I will show you how to start the next row. And in that row we don't decrease at all, so we only decrease in this row. Okay, all right, see you guys in a bit. Okay, my lovelies, so I have gone ahead and completed my first row here of the front post, back post, double crochet. So as you can see, it looks like that. It's still kind of coming up a little bit wide, but as we work more rows, it's gonna keep coming in, and eventually will be a little bit smaller than this. And I'm intending to do, let's say, between maybe 4 to 5 to 6 rows, and that's gonna really help bring the waistline in. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you what to do for the next row, and then I will have you guys work for the rest of it until you have completed it. So as you can see, I did my back post double crochet there. I do have a stitch here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a front post double crochet with that stitch right here, and then I will slip stitch on top of this chain 2 to be able to complete the row like this. Okay, and then for the next row I'll do a chain of 2, and then I'll do a front post double crochet on this stitch, because I will just now follow the pattern here. So anything that is anything that, so I'll just pretty much follow the pattern from here. Anything that faces me, I will do a front post, and if it's in the back, I just go ahead and go in the back and complete a back post. And I just follow this all the way around, and then I will repeat this until I have the number of rows that I need. Okay, so you go ahead and do the same thing when you have the number of rows you want for your band, and you can do it so that it's like as small as you want, as less rows as you want, or as you can do it as many rows as you want. Just keep in mind, the more rows you do, the more it increases the length of your skirt. Okay, so go ahead and complete this. When you have the number of rows that you need, come back to the video and I will show you guys what to do in the next step. And also, if it doesn't reduce as much as I want here, I will probably do a drawstring to be able to help us keep this up. So I will see when I finish the number of rows that I want. If I do need to have a drawstring, then I will do a long chain of, let's say, 250 chains. And then when I come back, if I need it, then I'll be able to show you guys how to install that as well. Okay, so I will see you guys when you have finished creating the band here. Okay, my lovelies, so I've actually gone ahead and just completed the skirt here. So as you can see, I completed doing about 6 rows or 5 rows of the band. So this is what we have here, and then I went ahead and made a drawstring because it's still a little bit big here for my waist. So I did the drawstring so we can have it fit us properly. And what I did here was I just did a chain of 200, and then I went down the chain by doing slip stitches. So for those of you who are not aware on how to do that, there is a tutorial on the channel that you can look it up and then see how to be able to do something like that. Okay, I will maybe link the video in the description box below so you can see it. So that is pretty much it. And then what I did in the bottom was I just did one single row of double crochet, and that is pretty much just like the same as we did when we began the top part here. So this is it here. So the skirt is done. So we have a matching skirt to the sweater. So obviously, for those of you who have seen this one here, this is what kind of started the whole thing. We did this sweater here, and then with having some of these squares that I had made, and I made a little too many, that's what inspired doing the skirt that goes along with it. So that's what we have here. Okay, all right, well, this is pretty much the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching it to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.